With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let us start with our question. In this question, what is given that there are consider an interference pattern between two coherent sources. Now, if I1 and I2 be the intensity at point where the phase differences are pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3 respectively, we need to find what is the intensity which is maximum, okay, in terms of I1 and I2. Now, the net intensity at any point having a phase difference phi, net intensity at any point, which are this phase difference is phi between them, so it would be equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 square root of I1, I2 in the square root this cos of phi. Now, where I1 and I2 are what? I1 and I2 are the intensities of the source. What is phi? Phi is basically our phase difference. Now, in this case, we have been given that I1 and I2 be the intensity at the point. That means, for example, if there is a one source, okay, we just draw one source, let's say like this. So, for example, this is one of the source and this is another source. Now, if this is sending an intensity, it is having an intensity of IA and this is having an intensity of, let's say, IB. So, here it is given that when the phase difference is pi by 3, the intensity is I1, and at some any point when they are meeting, the intensity is I2 when the phase difference is 2 pi by 3, okay, and this is for pi by 3, okay. Now, we need to find what is the maximum intensity. So, it is very simple. So, we know that at this location, net intensity is what? I1. What are the intensities of the source? IA and IB. So, it would be IA plus IB, sum of intensity, plus 2 IA IB in the square root and cos of pi by 3. Now, what is the value of cos pi by 3? It is equals to 1 by 2. So, we can say that our I1 would be equals to IA plus IB plus IA IB in the square root. Let's call this as to be equation 1. Now, we apply this same result at this point. Now, what is the net intensity at this location? At this location, it is equals to I2. So, we write I2 would be equals to same thing, IA plus IB, IA plus IB plus 2 multiplied by IA IB cos of phi. What is the value of phi? It is 2 pi by 3. What is the value of cos 2 pi by 3? It is minus 1 by 2. Okay. So, if you put the value as minus 1 by 2, so this 2 and the minus 1 by 2, so the 2 would be cancelled and it would be just minus 1. So, we say that it would be, we just write directly here. So, it would be, so here the value was plus 1 by 2 and this was coming, now the value is minus 1 by 2, so it would be IA, IB, minus times. Let's call this to be equation 2. Now, if we add these two equations, 1 plus 2, what will happen? So, we will be getting 2 times, if we just add the this RHS, it would be 2 times IA plus IB, because this would be IA plus IA, IB plus IB, so 2 times IA plus IB, here it would be I1 plus of I2, this side, okay. So, we can say that our IA plus IB, this value would turn out to be IA plus IB, this value would be equals to I1 plus I2 divided by 2. Let's say this is our equation 3. This is divided by 2. We just write divided by 2. Now, if we subtract these two equations, 1 minus 2, if we subtract this, so IA and IB would be cancelled and this minus would then be plus, this minus would be plus. So, it would be 2 times square root of IA IB, it would be equals to I1 minus of I2. So, we say that it would be, just we write directly, 2 times IA IB in the square root, this would be equals to I1 minus of I2. Let's call this to be equation 4. Now, what would be the maximum intensity? We need to find what is the maximum intensity. So, intensity is dependent upon the cos value. So, for the case of maximum intensity, this cos value would be equals to the maximum cos value, which is equals to 1. So, our net intensity would be IA plus IB plus 2 times IA into IB. This would be the maximum intensity. So, we say that our maximum intensity, I max, would then be equals to IA plus IB plus 2 times square root IA IB. Now, we know the values. We put the value of IA plus IB. This is equals to I1 plus I2 divided by 2. And what is the value of 2 square root IA IB? It is I1 minus of I2. If we solve this, then it would turn out to be 3 times I1 minus I2 divided by 2. So, which is the correct option? 3 I1 minus I2 divided by 2. That means D is the correct option. Hope you understood this solution. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.